pieces, but we would still need another big piece out there in terms of that wide receiver. Now, the last part though with that, because it's like, all right, if we would go that route of spending on quarterback, or if we went the cheaper route, like I said, spent on Justin Fields and we did the whole all right build up around him, we still do have one other massive free agent name that's looming internally. Najee Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we know James Cook. That's the new guy up in Buffalo. He's trying to reset the market. He's looking for $15 million per season.
Yep.
We know Ramondre Stevenson, New England Patriots, got his deal. Was that 2 years ago now, where he was getting $10 million per season. When you talk Najee's numbers, he falls in between both of those dudes. Better than Ramondre, a little bit less than James Cook in terms of just the single season sample sizes. But as a full body of work, obviously we know Najee has the 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. So what are you doing with Naj? You bringing him back? And if you are bringing him back, what's that number looking like?
That's the thing. Najee, I wish I could have the video pulled up right here. When he got drafted, I was living with my college roommates, and I was jumping up and down. I was so excited.
Let's go. I
loved Najee in college. I kept hearing after they drafted him, well, he's a first-round running back, da-da-da-da-da. They always go 4 years or whatever, and then it's kind of wraps at that point. But yeah. I mean, I think Omar Khan's made a lot of really good moves. I've loved what he's done when he stepped in, the last year and a half, 2 years. But I just think the one mistake was we should have picked up the 5th year. I mean, that was a great price.
I mean, it would have been, what, 6.8?
Yeah, 6.8 or 6.9.
Could have been a steal.
Exactly. That was a perfect number. I'm still kind of confused on why they picked that up because, again, he was going to –
Come on, Tyler. You know why they ain't pick it up. We hear people say it all the time. Oh, anybody can do that. Anybody can give us 1,000 yards in 17 games. Why pick up this option? Right, Jaylen Warren is going to surpass, but Jaylen Warren was supposed to surpass him, right? Cordell Patterson, everybody's going to just take his reps, man. So I think that was the thought process behind it. But it looked like Najee won that bet. Najee won the bet.
So unfortunately for me, I think I'm going to let Najee walk. Unfortunately, I wouldn't mind if they brought him back. Like, if they get him back for $7 or $8 million a year, I'm okay. I'm not touching 9 or 10. I'm really not. Like, 1,000 yards every season is a great accomplishment. I just saw a picture the other day that Alvin Kamara, I don't know if he's ever ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Which I know they have. It's a whole different game and stuff, but it was still crazy to see. And Najee's
especially when you think about Kamara's contract too, you're like, bro, that's insane to think that you haven't had that. But we obviously know he impacts the game a lot of other ways. Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm going to have to let him walk. And if he wants to come back for 7 or 8, I'm open to it. But I think there's a lot. Like this year, there's a lot of different running backs in the draft.
There's some names out there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of names. And I threw out a name. And I am the biggest fan of him. And it just happened for me watching a game early in the season. But Caleb
Johnson, Iowa,
and I saw a couple mock drafts that had us give him a 52, which if he falls – because I've actually seen.
I think you go earlier than that. Yeah,
but I've also seen him late.
I've seen him late first. Yeah.
But I watched a game this past year. It was early to middle of the season. They were playing Minnesota on the road. I actually had a parlay going, so that's why I was watching.
Hey, a little parlay,
Hold Moats, come on.
Hey, let's get it.
But I was watching. I think he had like 3 or 4 touchdowns, and I know this is kind of Iowa style in their game, but it was like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. They're giving handoffs. They can't stop. I'm like, what? He's like this guy, like he's quick and fast, but he's big too. So I think
he's like that Breece Hall, Bell. Like he's a mix of that, but he got some juice on him. It doesn't hurt that he wears that black and gold to it, because you watch you like, hey, you look Stiller-esque already. Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. Like I actually saw a little bit of Le'Veon, as you kind of mentioned. But again, I don't know where they'll go in the draft. That's my favorite running back in the draft. I mean, Genty's obviously the guy. I mean, I just don't see us picking him in the first. I've actually seen him fall to us in a recent mock draft, which would be crazy. I don't see it happening, but I still wouldn't take it though. Not in the first.
Now, I know you said Caleb, that's your guy right now. How do you feel about out of Tennessee though? Dylan Sampson, man, that's another one of them dudes, man. He could go.
I like him too because I mean, again, these guys are all they can take it to the house at any point.
They can take it to
Dylan Sampson, 7.2 yards a carry, like
yeah.
7.2 yards a carry. That's been our struggle. I know we need
Come on, man.
our offensive line hasn't been crazy in the run game and run blocking and whatnot, but it's like, I mean, again, I have two guys on here that are over 7 yards a carry in college: Dylan Sampson and Travion Henderson. But,
yeah.
Sampson, yeah, I mean that is big playability right there. We haven't that's the thing. I think
it's been missing.
That's the hit on Najee is that the 1,000 yards is what, like 50 something yards a game, and he's running for 3.8 yards a carry, but gets fed so much kind of thing. So that's the big play that we're missing. And I think like for a guy like Caleb Johnson, even Dylan Sampson, they would complement Warren. Even this, I think they give it a bigger boost as well, but they complement Warren similar to Najee too. So,
I like it, man. All right. Combine in starting up, so we're gonna have to keep these convos going there, man. Because I like how you talking about these college cats, man. I like what I'm hearing over there. All right, so hopefully y'all are enjoying this as well, and if you are, hit the like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe either. But drop it in the comment section. Let us know how you feel, man. You heard what Tyler had to say. You heard what I'm on. Let us know what your energy is. But either way, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby. Peace.